Greetings. I've been doing a short series answering questions that have been put to us by our investors. I've done 2 of these already, and this is the 3rd one. And the question that we've received from this investor is, what is Zagga's industry advantage when it comes to credit control and analysis? Now, this is a topic that I could probably spend a couple of hours talking about, and I'm certainly not going to do that today. But I'd like to share with you the points that I gave when sending an email answering this question to the investor who sent it to us. Firstly, as with anything in lending, you're never going to have a perfect record. It is statistically impossible. Nonetheless, we simply will not get into a loan unless we can see a realistic, achievable, tangible, realizable exit. We are not motivated by the return. We are not motivated by the fee. We're motivated by writing good credit. Secondly, we have 4 credit managers. 2 are internal, both having worked for Westpac for more than 40 years each, and 2 are external, having been the core complex credit team at one of the large banks for more than 10 years before starting their own boutique, and both are in fact licensed valuers in their own right. In addition, several of our directors and executives are well versed in credit. Our chairman, Peter Clare, is an executive in Gail Kelly's team at Westpac, responsible for product and operations, and has a long career in banking, including in credit. I myself was Group MD of Sasfin Bank in South Africa and spent 25 years in banking. Steve Levy, who's one of the core members of the team, is a CA who cut his teeth running a distressed mortgage fund. Our credit responsible manager, who's an ASIC appointee, was head of mortgage broking for St. George Bank for many, many years. One of our shareholders is a specialist commercial property litigation lawyer. And all of our team have been involved in some shape or form, not only in banking and financial services, but in lending per se. So we'd like to believe that a really strong positive plus factor when it comes to credit is our understanding of not how to put the loans in place, but also how to manage the loans and how to recover the loans when they do go bad. And as I said earlier, at some point in time, a loan is going to go bad. That's not such a bad thing if we don't lose you any money, but it's a disaster if we do. And obviously, we are absolutely focused and motivated to make sure that none of our investors lose any money. Thirdly, and I want to emphasize this point, our process is no less robust than at the banks. Maybe we're even more robust than the banks. We access the same credit information, the same property valuations, the same ATO portals. We use the same legal firms for documentation. We use the same valuation firms for valuers, but we do it in a commercial way. We harness technology. We do it in a fraction of the time, and we do it knowing that client service, both to the borrower and lender, is paramount in making the deal happen and in creating the right environment for a successful deal. And lastly, we're very, very selective in the loans that we ultimately take on. We look at hundreds of millions of dollars of loans a month and take on a very, very small percentage of what we actually see. We also structure those loans to maximize risk mitigation and to minimize any potential loss. This comes down to the expertise in the team. We take loan introductions from only a handful of accredited referrers whom we know match our values of trust and integrity, honesty, and transparency. Many of these referrers are professional services firms, and many of the loans that we write today are repeat business for borrowers who have previously done business with us. I hope that answers the question about our credit process. If you have any other questions or you would like any other information, please email us at info@zagga.com.au. If you have an interesting question, which I feel is of broader appeal to the general investor database out there, I'll be sure to record a short video to make it happen. Until then, please take care, stay safe, and be well.